Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is Thursday, May 14th, 2020, and as you can see, Carmela is co-starring in your reading today. This is a general love reading, so it can pertain to anything. She's biting my ear. Yeah, welcome back. If you've seen my channel, you know what she's up to. This is a general love reading, so it can pertain to anything, relationships or otherwise. Be flexible with the energy. You may feel like I'm reading for you. You could feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. There's thunder outside, by the way, if you hear that. We've got a little rain today, and I haven't heard thunder in a really long time, so that's a little bit of a surprise. Anyway, my intention is to reach those that need the message and will benefit from it, so hopefully that's you, Virgo. Parts of this reading may resonate, parts may not. Take what does and leave behind what doesn't. Hopefully by the end you'll feel like you got something worthwhile that was worth your time. Okay, Virgo? If you are brand new, first of all, welcome. Thank you for joining me. There is more specific, detailed information regarding my videos and my readings in the description box below if you want a little bit more, okay? And if you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. I appreciate your support. Okay, Virgo, we're gonna get started. I think I've shuffled this first deck enough. Let's see what's going on with Virgo. Here we go. We're going to start off with the Nine of Cups in reverse, paired with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. Four of Cups. Two of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Wands in reverse, Five of Swords in reverse, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay, so what I'm getting from this first set of cards, Virgo, is that you might be feeling disappointed in something that transpired for you, but it really wasn't what you were hoping for, or maybe something that didn't work out at all for you, something that you were hoping to manifest into your life, and you feel like at this point in time it was a waste of time, maybe a waste of energy, maybe a waste of resources because maybe it hasn't transpired for you, or again, I just get the feeling like it wasn't really what you had hoped it would be. And there is a sense that you might be making a decision to give up or throw in the towel. We have a Queen of Wands on the table. She's in reverse. This could be your energy or somebody that you're dealing with, Virgo. The Queen of Wands is somebody who puts a lot of energy in talking the talk but doesn't walk the walk. She can be a little bit overly demanding, somebody who's a little hard to get along with because she needs to have things her way. This can be somebody who is jealous, envious, again, somebody who kind of has high expectations for those around her, but she doesn't really uphold those same expectations for herself. I don't think this queen is seeing something. I think that she is missing the point or not seeing something for what it is. And excuse me for a minute, I gotta clean up some crap. Bird poop. It's, as far as crap goes, it's pretty harmless. You gonna sit there and be a good bird? Okay, be a good bird. So I get the feeling like this queen's just not seeing something, or she may not be clear on something, or she might be maybe ignoring the obvious. I think this queen is probably the one who's feeling disappointment, feeling frustrated with regard to something that didn't transpire for her, or something that didn't turn out to be what she had hoped it would be. Okay, I've got the cat over here. You can probably see him. He's poking my arm and he wants to come in my lap, and you just can't today, okay? Because I just started this and I have way too much shuffling to do. You know, I would let the cat sit in my lap, but just too distracting. Maybe later. Maybe when I have more cards on the table, I'll let him sit there. So anyway, I'm getting the sense that there's this wanting to give up or wanting to throw in the towel or feeling like something's too hard. There may be other people involved in this hope or wish or anticipated situation. I feel like this queen is, again, maybe she was working towards something and it just didn't turn out to be what she really wanted or what she thought it was going to be. Can you hear the rain? It's coming down pretty good. Washing my car. My car really needs to be washed. I should get out there with a towel and scrub it down because it's really, really dirty right now. Okay, I want to give this deck one more shuffle, Virgo, and then we're going to see what else we get. The King of Swords, Chariot, Queen of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Tower, Ace of Swords, Six of Wands in reverse, King of Pentacles, and then Temperance. Okay, so we have a King of Swords, King of Pentacles on the table. I do feel like the King of Swords, King of Pentacles could potentially be the same energy. I might change my mind. King of Swords is somebody who's all about speaking the truth. This is somebody who's very intelligent, a clear and articulate communicator, somebody who doesn't mince words. He can be very blunt. Some people might think that he could be a cold individual because he kind of makes head over heart decisions. He doesn't entertain the idea of muddling the issue with other factors. It's just all about facts, and here's how it is, and here's how it's going to be, and that's how the King of Swords operates. So I feel like he might be communicating to this Queen of Wands regarding this disappointment that she's dealing with, but I think that he's dealing with it as well. I get the feeling like this King of, wow, it's really coming down hard. I think you could probably hear that. I got my window open. Anyway, I love it when it rains hard. It's awesome. So I get the feeling he might be talking or communicating with this Queen of Wands about this disappointment that she's experiencing, and maybe trying to help her move past this level of frustration or feeling like she needs to give up or feeling like it was a waste of time. I think that this King feels like one of those individuals you would go to when you're feeling sad or disappointed and you need someone, someone to talk through things, someone to help you out. And I do believe this is probably this King of Pentacles as well, who's associated with this Queen of Wands. King of Pentacles is also somebody who's very compassionate and loving and loyal. This is somebody who can be a protector, a provider, like a father figure. This is a loyal friend, loyal best friend. This is a perfect partner. This is a hardworking employee. If you're a boss, you want someone like this in your corner. And I feel like this, again, this King might be talking to this Queen about this disappointment or something that didn't go right for her, and maybe working through things with her or helping her see how she can move past this conflict. But I feel like this is, whatever this was for this Queen of Wands is also affecting other people, and I feel like it was also a disappointment for others. So it's almost like, it's not her that's just experiencing whatever this was. There are other people that are experiencing this. I mean, it feels more than just a disappointment, but I'm calling it that right now because I don't have much information yet on the table regarding this situation. But it feels like something that had to be given up, something that probably caused a lot of emotional upset, and there's a sense of recovery going on. This King feels like he's got a pretty good solid grasp on things, is not feeling overly disappointed or letting this disappointment get him down to the point where he's dwelling in some shadow energy. But this Queen is. This Queen of the Rain is actually coming into the window now, splashing my hand a little bit. That's so funny. So this Queen is definitely feeling maybe a little confused, maybe trying to figure out what her next options are, where to go from here. But I also don't think that she's seeing the bigger picture. I don't think that she's paying attention to what's important to look at. And it's affecting probably her perspective, but it could be affecting also the recovery process regarding this disappointment. And it could certainly affect her decision making. It could be that she's just not really clear on what actually happened, or she's not seeing the truth of things. And maybe that ultimately is what affected this outcome, or what affected this disappointment. So again, Virgo, I haven't necessarily decided who you are in this reading. I feel like I'm reading for this Queen of Wands, but you could be this King as well. So you decide if the reading is resonating for you. You'll know who you are. What, Sylvester? What do you want? I know you want to sit in my lap, but I can't have you up here right now. So he's gonna balance on the back of the rocking chair for a few minutes, sneeze a little bit, and then he's gonna try to get in my lap. And he's not gonna be successful, at least not right now. He's so cute, and when he wants in my lap, he'll sit there and look at me with his giant eyes, and he's hard to resist. But if I'm doing something, I just can't. And he sits on me plenty on the couch, so don't feel bad for him, Virgo. He gets lots of attention. Lots of attention. Okay, so we have the Fool in reverse. There's the Queen of Wands again in reverse, clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, see, this is I just can't, Sylvester. You know, it breaks my heart to do that. Justice, clarifying this Queen of Wands down here. There's the Four of Cups in reverse, clarifying the Four of Cups. Page of Wands. Hangman in reverse. The Devil. And the Eight of Cups. Okay, so there was some kind of conflict or issue that this Queen didn't face head on. And it caused whatever this was for her to not transpire the way she had hoped. I think she's feeling cautious, or maybe even a little fearful about moving forward or continuing to push forward with this, continuing to put effort into this. Whatever this is for this Queen of Wands, it feels like it's something that could have been or can be beneficial, not just to her but to other people. On the other hand, it feels like a solo endeavor for her. I feel like she's going to benefit from it. It's something that she wants. But maybe as a side note, it would have, or would have affected, or would have benefited other people. I think this King of Swords is kind of communicating that she ignored the truth, or she didn't see it. She didn't see it, and it's possible she's seeing it now. And I think she's a little confused because it looks like there's something that occurred that was not necessarily positive for this Queen of Wands, but it was the right thing. In other words, the universe may have had a say in it, because Justice showed up on top of this Queen of Wands. And I think she's confused by it. So I think this King of Wands is trying to help this Queen see the truth or gain some clarity regarding this situation. And she might be starting to see what she wasn't seeing before. And it's bringing about a Tower for her. It's possible that she didn't put the effort that was needed into whatever this was she was trying to manifest for herself. She didn't put in enough effort, and because of that, moving forward, it didn't transpire for her the way she wanted. So I'm gonna give an example to kind of clear this up a little bit for you, Virgo. This doesn't have to be your situation. This is just a hypothetical. Okay, so let's say that this Queen was starting up a small business for herself. And she got some people involved or invested some time and resources that weren't quite matching up to what she was hoping for regarding the outcome. And maybe she didn't do enough research, or she didn't give it enough time, or she didn't employ the right kind of people to help her out in this endeavor, and ultimately it resulted in failure. Now, again, this failure, I feel like, wasn't just something that affected her. I think that what she's realizing is that it affected other people. Now, this could be because this is a situation, maybe family that she's closely tied to, friends maybe that were invested in this as well, although it feels like a solo endeavor for me because of this Nine of Cups energy. But at the same time, I can't help but get past the idea that something that would have been beneficial for this Queen ultimately would have been positive for other people as well. Now, there's something that this Queen was ignoring or not paying attention to, or something that a piece of this that wasn't being given enough energy and maybe left behind, and as a result, whatever this was that this Queen was working towards didn't transpire. And now I feel like this Queen is feeling a little nervous, feeling a little cautious. I think that she has another opportunity maybe to try to move towards this again, but I think she's feeling like she may not want this anymore. She's hesitant because she's not sure this is what she wants anymore. And it could be because she's kind of seen something that she wasn't seeing before. And it might be making her uncomfortable. It might be making her feel a little insecure or uncertain regarding the situation. And this feels very general. I wish I could give you some more information, Virgo, regarding what this is for this Queen of Wands, but I have a feeling it's probably different for everybody watching. So if I get more information, I certainly will let you know. Let's get this next deck out, see what else we can get. So we have the Five of Wands in reverse. Seven of Pentacles, this time in the upright. The Five of Swords again in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Hierophant in reverse. There's the Ten of Cups again in reverse. And then the Queen of Cups with Temperance. Okay, so this Queen of Wands is confused about whatever it was she left behind. I think she left something behind, or she ignored a conflict. She ignored something she probably should have been working on or resolving. And because she didn't work through this conflict, it's the reason why she missed out on this opportunity. This Nine of Cups opportunity. This could have been a business. This could have been a financial endeavor. Something in the that may have been financially profitable for her with the Ace of Pentacles. It could have been a new project, maybe something she was working on for herself or with others. But because she ignored something and didn't put energy into resolving a conflict, ultimately it resulted in this lost endeavor. And the lost endeavor also resulted in other people being affected in a negative way. And I feel disappointment, sadness. I feel a loss of hope. It feels like it was something this Queen of Wands was probably responsible for, or something this Queen of Wands not responsible for, but something that she had control of, something that she could have manifested, that she ignored, and as a result it affected other people. I feel like this King of Pentacles is trying to help her see clearly what this was, what happened, and why things worked out the way they did. It could be that she didn't put enough emotional investment into this. Now, this Queen of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Wands in the upright position, first of all, is a very ambitious, creative individual. Somebody who goes after what she wants. She gets what she wants. In the reverse, again, this can be somebody who is a little bit overly demanding or has to have things her way. And it's possible that because she was kind of more focused on her needs or how she wanted things to turn out for her benefit, that's why this didn't work out for her and for others who were involved. And it's possible that she didn't give enough emotional investment into this. She wasn't emotionally invested. She didn't see that because she was refusing to see things clearly or refusing to see the bigger picture. It ultimately affected the outcome and ultimately affected other people because of her shortcomings. Does that make sense? I mean, the more I look at this, the more I'm thinking that this was other people were a little bit more involved in the potential outcome of whatever it was that this Queen of Wands is doing or was doing. And because she refused to kind of look at the bigger picture and maybe how it would affect other people, she missed out on it. And ultimately hurt others because of, and I get it, almost a refusal to see things another way. And she took the wrong path and she ultimately hurt other people by giving up on this. I think she's starting to see. I mean, the Hangman in reverse can indicate understanding, getting unstuck, seeing a different perspective. And I think through the help of this King of Pentacles, King of Swords individual, could be a good friend, like I said, somebody who's kind of helping her see what went wrong. Let's get this last round out. We have Strength in reverse. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Swords in reverse. Seven of Wands in reverse again. Page of Cups. Death in reverse. Three of Cups. And then the Knight of Cups. Okay, Virgo, so this could have had something to do with a disconnect within a family. Could have something to do with an argument or trouble with a relationship or multiple relationships within a family unit or a close group of friends. There's definitely other people involved in the situation, and this Queen of Wands is responsible for things not transpiring the way they could have, and I'm going to go as far as to say as the way they should have. The good news is I feel like there's another opportunity to move forward with this, but the right kind of energy needs to be put into this situation, and it needs to be this Queen of Wands who makes the change. So Virgo, if this is you, I think that this King of Swords, King of Pentacles is trying to explain to you that if you look at this from a different perspective, if you adopt a different attitude about it, if you address the issues that got in the way before, then you can probably see a more positive outcome. If you don't put the energy forth, if you choose to give up on this and you don't take care of business, you don't address previous conflicts, issues, and I'm going so far as to say again, I think this has to do with personal relationships based on this Ten of Pentacles that came out. We have the Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. To me, this is about maybe forgiveness. It could be about repairing connections. It could be about settling issues or conflict within a group or family dynamic is what I'm getting more than anything. If that's not done, this opportunity is not available to this Queen of Wands. I think she has to be the one to initiate conversation, initiate maybe an apology, initiate some kind of reconciliation. I think she has to be the one to take the first step. I'm getting the feeling like these pages are representing her energy. And I feel like this King of Pentacles is trying to explain to her this is something you need to do in order to make this happen. Otherwise, be ready to let this go altogether. If you don't accept or see the truth, then you've got to be willing to let this Ace of Pentacles go, this Nine of Cups. You have to let it go because it's not going to work out the way you had hoped. There needs to be a transformation of perspective. There needs to be a change of perspective and an approach that's different from previous approaches in order to ultimately reach the goal that I think that she wants, and that's not just to manifest this Nine of Cups for herself, but for the people that surround her, that care for her. And again, this could be family, friends, a group of co-workers. Maybe she is trying to start a business with other people, but it's her responsibility to see the bigger picture, to change her perspective in order to move forward with this, because what's been happening in the past is not working right now. It's not that it's not just that it's not working for her, it's affecting other people. Now I'm not painting this Queen of Wands as a bad guy in any way, shape, or form. She is dwelling in shadow energy. She's reversed twice on the table. So I'm not sure that she's seeing things the way this King of Pentacles is maybe hoping that she sees things. But she may be on her way to accepting a different outlook. So this card comes out so much. The Two of Air, which is the Two of Swords. It did come out in your reading. It was the 5th card that came out. So the Two of Swords can be about making decisions, cutting something out. If it's in reverse, it can indicate not being willing to compromise. If it's in the upright, it can indicate being blocked from making a decision, or just being blocked from communication, for example, or having a clear understanding. The Two of Air in this deck is a little different, so I'm going to read it to you. Did it come out in reverse? I think it came out in reverse. I hope it came out in reverse. Now I'm pretty sure it came out in reverse. So I'm going to read the potential blockage. Which is what it is if it's in reverse. Okay, Virgo? So very short. Here we go. The Two of Air reversed cautions against taking a black and white approach to life. To do so is to move through life with a closed mind and eyes that only see part of what it is. It is to refuse to look at the bigger picture. I can't believe those words are in there. I used that in the reading. It is to refuse to look at the bigger picture. Nice. Are you taking a rigid and inflexible stance when an open mind and heart is needed? Understanding is required, and that means accepting that sometimes there is no right or wrong. Sometimes both parties can be right and both parties can be wrong. Embracing the spectrum of color that is life opens the mind and in turn reveals that there is more than just the right choice or the wrong choice available. There you go, Virgo. If you are the Queen of Wands, I'm going to suggest that you listen to this King of Pentacles, King of Swords. I think he's trying to help you right now. See the bigger picture and maybe help you work through some internal conflict that you might be dealing with due to this disappointment. I think he knows that you're scared, you're worried, you're not feeling real positive about moving ahead, and maybe feeling pretty pessimistic that things can improve. But I think that there is a sign here that there is hope, that you might be starting to see that maybe there is another way to look at this. And so I think if you do, you will be pleasantly surprised at how the potential outcome can change for you. So you're lucky to have someone like this in your life, if you because this type of person is exactly who you need in these kind of times, Virgo. If you are this person, you know, good for you for stepping up to the plate and giving this person a shoulder to lean on, you know, and some positive and truthful and honest words and communication and some feedback, because this person needs it. This Queen of Wands needs it. So I'm going to leave this here, Virgo. Thank you for joining me. I hope that gave you something that's worthwhile to you to help you out. If it did resonate, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you want, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye, Virgo.